Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video and I am so ridiculously excited for today's video, just like I say in every single video that I've ever filmed in the history of time. For today's video I am finally using my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I got this probably like 5 days ago and you guys have been asking me pretty much since I got it when I'm going to do a video on it. And I'm finally doing a video on it. This is what the palette looks like on the inside, although I'm sure you guys have seen it 57 times by now, but this palette is just such a beautiful collection of warm tone eyeshadows, minus like the one, maybe two cool tones in here. And I just immediately when I saw this, I knew that I had to have it in my collection. Like, it was necessary. Obviously this palette is super stunning, but the only thing that I noticed while playing with it is that you can't, in my opinion, you can't really get too many different looks with it. So for today's look I wanted to do something very fall appropriate but without a vampy lip, which I feel like when you think of fall you just automatically think of vampy lips. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. So this is what I came up with. I hope you guys like this look, and if you want to see how I got it then please just keep on watching. I feel like I should do this before the video starts. Is it working? Did I do it? Okay, so starting off this look, my eyes are already primed and my brows are done, of course, but I actually didn't start off with my foundation already on. You're going to see me apply that later. I'm trying this new thing where I do my eyes first and then my foundation. I can't say it comes naturally to me, but we're definitely working on it. So the first color I'm grabbing is a color Eden, and I'm grabbing it with a Morphe E27 brush, which is just a super fluffy brush. Any super fluffy brush will do, but I'm just applying this all throughout the crease just as a transition. It's a super light peach color, so it looks really good as a transition on my eyes, and it just gives all the other warm colors that we're gonna go in with something to blend into. So then I took my Coastal Scents Pro Blending Fluff with the color Amber, which is just like a terracotta warm brown shade. You guys know you own like 15 of these. I know you do. You own Sienna, you've got Cocoa Bear. It's very similar to all those shades, so I just took that and applied it more directly into the crease and a little bit more on the outer V. Then I wanted it to be a little bit more warm, a little bit more of like a brick red kind of shade, because we are working with like a lot of warm tones. I want this to be really warm. I want it to be fall appropriate, so I just grabbed the color Saffron and applied it right on top. I didn't focus it any more directly. I didn't really do anything. Just plopped it right on top. And then I grabbed our original fluffy brush and just blended out any harsh lines. I didn't add any product. I just wanted to make sure that everything was blended out and seamless. Then I grabbed the color Ode. I think that's how you say it. Ode, Ode, I'm not sure. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. But I am just grabbing that on a even more precise brush. Almost like a pencil brush, I think. Don't quote me, but I think this one is like an E17 by Morphe. But like I said, don't quote me. So I just put that more on the outer V and even lower in the crease. And then I just grabbed the Coastal Scents Pro Blending Fluff again with no additional product, just to blend out the harsh lines from that shade. Every time you pretty much go in with a darker shade, you're going to have to go in and blend it out, because it ends up leaving some harsh lines. And then I'm laughing because I'm watching The Big Bang Theory, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. If you guys love that show, I need you to let me know, because I've recently become obsessed. Then I'm just grabbing some Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue, and I just put it on the inner like 2/3 of my lids. I did not work one eye at a time just because I felt like I applied a lot, so I felt like it wasn't going to dry too quickly on me. But if you apply a normal amount, you probably want to work one eye at a time. Then I just grabbed the color Retrograde, which is probably one of the most beautiful shades in this entire palette. This color and Twilight both really caught my attention, but I felt like I saw a lot of Twilight like tutorials, so I grabbed Retrograde instead. And I love this color because it's like, it's really similar to blue brown pigment or like Insomnia from Makeup Geek. It's like a brown base with tons of like blue green shifts throughout it, and I love it. So I just grabbed it on my finger and just put it right on top of that glitter glue. I didn't use it wet or anything, I just used my finger. And then I wanted to do something different for liner, so I grabbed Unicorn Blood by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, which is one of their liquid lips. And I used the MAC 210 brush to do a wing liner. I wanted it to be really like monochromatic, really warm, really red. But I think something, well, I don't think, I know for sure something irritated my eye. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the palette. I don't know if it's what I use in my waterline. And I don't know if it was a liquid lip. I have used a liquid lip before as an eyeliner, but I don't know if it's just this shade in particular that irritated my eye. But you're going to see later on in the video, my eye is going to be like bloodshot red. So, for my foundation, I went in first with the Becca Blurring Velvet Primer. I'm still testing this out. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm on the fence. So I just applied that all over the skin, and then I used my Nars Sheer Glow in the color Syracuse. Just applied it all over my face, and of course blended it out with a damp beauty blender. That's how I prefer to blend out every single foundation that I use. I just feel like nothing makes my skin look more flawless or more airbrushed than a beauty blender does. Then I'm going in with my concealer. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the color Golden. Sorry if you hear anything in the background. My husband is a savage. So with this concealer, I feel like you definitely want to work in sections, which is what I did, because it dries so quickly, and I really don't like that. I really prefer to be able to apply my concealer and then blend it at my leisure, but it's okay. I'll take it. I'm not mad because it's so full coverage and it's so it's just really good. Honestly, you're gonna hear me talk about it in my favorite, so I'm not gonna go into depth. Plus, I'm like a little late right now. So then I just grabbed my Dermablend powder. This is my first time using it, so I'm not sure if I'm loving it yet. I also tried out the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. That one I'm pretty sure I don't like, but I still have to test them both out. I told you guys I was gonna test out powders. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm really excited about it. So, I just grabbed this gel liner by ColourPop in the color Best O. I wanted to use this originally as my liner, but I wanted something a little bit more red tone rather than purple. I feel like this has a lot of plum in it, so I decided to use that in my waterline instead. So, I'm not sure if this is what irritated my eye. You can already see my right eye is starting to get all bloodshot and like intense. It's like, it's not a good look. But we powered through. I did grab the color Ode or Oud, or I'm still not sure how to say it. I grabbed that on a Sigma E20 and just smudged that across my lower lash line, just so that we start to get some smoke down there and it's not just like a one color in the waterline. Then I grabbed the color Blazing, which is like a bright orange basically, and just grabbed it with a pencil brush. The one I use is the E30, I believe, by Sigma, and just blended that out even further. I grabbed Nefertiti and put that on my inner corners, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I think there should have been like something a little bit brighter for the inner corners. I feel like that's one thing this palette is lacking, but it's okay. It works for the look. It's alright. So I'm just grabbing some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, of course, just to prep my lashes for falsies. And the ones I'm using today are Girl You Crazy by Velour. I don't have a product shot of these because, like I said, my eyes were super irritated. They started crying and they basically destroyed these lashes immediately after this video. So those lashes are long gone. Sorry that I don't have a shot to show you, but that's what I used. And then I went in with my contour powder. I was going to use my Truffle Contour Stick by Fenty Beauty. You guys know I'm obsessed with that thing. But I already set my face and forgot. So instead, I'm using my Nars Ita brush with my Lorac contour palette. I'm using the color Medium Contour just to contour my cheeks. And then I do go in with the same color to contour my nose because I feel like I can't even like go anywhere without a nose contour anymore. It's kind of sad, honestly. I used to never contour my nose, and now I'm like obsessed with contouring my nose. I don't know. Then I'm going in with my bronzer. This is one of my favorites of all time. I'm obsessed with this bronzer. This is the NYX matte bronzer in the color Deep Tan. I just feel like it's the most perfect color and perfect texture for my skin tone and for my matte, I wish, for my oily ass skin. I feel like this bronzer is just so perfect. So I'm just using that to bronze up the skin with my favorite MAC 135 brush, maybe. And then for blush, I'm using Quarters by ColourPop. This is a Super Shock Cheek. And then I'm also going to use a Super Shock Cheek in the color Wisp for my highlight. The thing that I will say about these is that they're super duper intense, but you need to make sure you use the right brush. The brush that I'm using is the contour brush by Real Techniques, because I feel like it's the perfect density and the perfect size to get the exact contour that you want with such a weird product. I feel like you guys know what I'm talking about. So then I just took that on the Cupid's bow, down the bridge of my nose, of course, like I do with every single highlight that I've ever used ever. And now I'm going to move on to lips. I'm using Cork Lip Pencil by MAC, which is pretty much one of my favorites of all time. I feel like it's such a beautiful nude color, especially if you're my skin tone. I think if you're any skin tone, you can wear it, but if you're my skin tone, I think this is like, you need this. It's holy grail. And then I went in with Cool Brown Matte Lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Honestly, I feel like this lip made the entire look, and it went so well with Cork Lip Pencil. They're like almost an exact match. So I'm just saying, if you have Cork and you want it in a lipstick, this is the one. Then once you've got your lipstick on, this look is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if I sound super exhausted. I am currently 2 weeks away from my due date, so you got to give me a break. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be a little bit of a different kind of video for my channel.